Today, we're diving into something pretty intense. We're talking about facial injuries, where, a fraction of an inch can mean the difference between seeing the world and permanent darkness. This is way beyond a simple black eye. We're getting into the high-stakes trauma that happens in that super delicate space right behind our vision. It's a critical and honestly a fascinating topic.
So this is really the heart of it all. What happens in that moment? A blow to the face is never, ever simple. See, behind your eye, there's this incredibly delicate, crowded network of nerves and blood vessels. And when trauma hits that spot, it kicks off a frantic race against time to save sight itself. To really get the risks here, we've got to look at the anatomy. I want you to think of the very, very back of your eye socket, an area called the orbital apex, as a critical junction box. Seriously, it's this tiny, confined space just packed with all the wiring, the nerves and all the plumbing, the blood vessels that make your eye actually work. And when trauma happens, this little junction box becomes ground zero.
So what happens in the absolute worst case scenario? When things go really, really wrong in that junction box, it can lead to a condition with a very serious name, orbital apex syndrome.
Okay, so what is that exactly? Well, think of it as a two-part catastrophe. First, you get something called superior orbital fissure syndrome. That's when damaged nerves cause your eye muscles to become paralyzed and your face to go numb. But the devastating addition, the part that makes it orbital apex syndrome, is a direct hit to the optic nerve, and that leads to vision loss.
So the real difference between these two syndromes boils down to one critical thing. On one side, you've got symptoms like eye muscle paralysis, a drooping eyelid, numbness, all very, very serious.